It is bright and early this fine Tuesday. There are sirens ablazing, that lovely city life, and we are taking Sir Benix to New York City for the first time. Are you ready, Bugsy? You go to Brooklyn. You go to Brooklyn. Betty in Brooklyn. Yay! He seems excited. I think the car is outside waiting for us, so we're gonna pop into the car. My friend Maiken, this is the animal minder. Maiken, yeah. Is here to take care of, look after Gallop and Lavender. I don't know why, but it's like really hurting my soul to say goodbye to Gallop today. Like he just seemed really sad, and it's just, he used to love travel. He used to love coming, Mom.
I know. He'll be fine. He loves Maiken.
This is going to be Benix's longest travel day since I got him. He loves the adventure of going somewhere new, but he doesn't love the airplane ride. So I got lots of high value treats with us so that he can fall in love with flying. Last time I was at the airport 10 days ago, I had one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. So here's hoping today's travel day goes a little smoother. By the grace of God, we made it onto the flight. It has been a crazy morning, but I've got my neck pillow and my headphones. It's a 5 or 6 hour flight. I am going to hopefully get a good sleep. We managed to get Starbucks, which is a miracle because it was like a crazy morning. And okay, so basically we had a whole rigmarole with the car service. When we travel for business, we don't actually book anything. It's all booked by the company who's employed me. And so we had a huge mix up with the car service, with like the dog and everything. And you know, the driver just kind of made like a really uncomfortable drive there by being like basically upset that I had a dog in the car, which is just a negative feeling, you know, like I don't like feeling like I'm a burden to have in your car. And then when we got here, he like unloaded all the bags and he forgot to grab my mom's backpack, and my mom was flustered and she didn't notice. And so it's part his fault, part our fault. We should have noticed, but he should have also noticed. So it was kind of like just one of those situations where like it was nobody in particular's fault, but everybody's fault at the same time. And then so we go to check in and we realize we don't have the backpack, which has the passports, Ben's paperwork, like our negative COVID tests, all the stuff we need. And then nobody from the car service is answering the phone. So we have to finally we get somebody and they bring the backpack, thank God. We check in, we realize that it is not a direct flight, which we always have people book direct flights with when possible, to limit the amount of time my service dog is stuck on a plane / inside. And so we realized there was no direct flights, so they had booked us a layover. And like I said, it's a really long travel day because we're flying West Coast to East Coast, and we only have a 1 hour layover, and we have to make it through border security and hopefully try to get Ben to find a place to pee before we get on the next flight. It'll be tight, we'll see if we can manage it. So a little bit stressful, and then we find out we're in row 13, which is like bad luck for our culture. And so Irish people were very superstitious, but they accidentally put us in the 14th row, and our air hostess is like the sweetest person ever. So I feel like the mix-up putting us in the 14th row and having a really sweet air hostess, like the tides are turning. We got the kind of like stressful part of the day done with, and hopefully from now on it'll be a very uneventful travel day. We are clearly not used to travel anymore. My mom has never let that happen. You've never let a bag out of your sight. We've never forgotten passports in all of our years of travel. So it's been crazy, but it's gonna change from here. Positive vibes, guys. It's all about the positive mental vibes, putting that out there. Okay, bye, Dad. I love you. Good night.
Okay, bye, guys. Okay, love you guys too.
Hello.
Hello. What time is it? 10 p.m. 10 p.m. EST. So 10, 9, 8, 7 p.m. for us. Dinner. We just ordered room service. We ordered a margarita pizza. Mom got a gin and tonic. I got a Moscow Mule because, girl, we need it. Oh my God. You know how I was like, oh, positive vibes. Put the positive vibes out.
I'm gonna start eating while you chat because you won't stop. Right?
Firing shots of straight honesty she is.
I'm just done.
So we've had an awful day. Yeah. The positive vibes made zero difference. I'm not even going to get into everything that went wrong because there's no end to the list. So Ben was the goodest boy ever. I'm so proud of him. He was like, Mommy and Grammy are stressed the F out. So he was good boy, very good boy. And in fairness, he's been a great traveler on every flight except one. So I feel like we just keep in our mind being like, he's not a good traveler because he had one bad flight. And he wasn't even that bad. He was just antsy on that flight. But he was so good. It was such a long travel day. It was 12 hours of travel. Yeah, we need food. We need drink. I need to take a bath, shower. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna show you around the room, and then I'm gonna take a bath and go to bed.
You've been so good today. You've been so good.
Ben's probably like, I'm actually good every day. Sir Ben is having a nice little sniff on the faux grass patio. You like it out there, buddy? The fresh New York City air.
There's New York. There's New York.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I just got back from breakfast. We had, I don't even think I've told you what I'm here for. I'm here for a YouTube event. It is a PR event about kind of like upcycling and DIY, which is like very much not my thing. So I'm not really sure how I got invited, but here I am pretending, faking it, making my way. Fake it till you make it, people, okay? So anyways, we just had a breakfast with the other YouTubers and some folks from YouTube. It was so lovely. So many incredible stories, so many powerful women here. It's all female creators, all super diverse. And the thing that I thought was super cool is every single one of us came to YouTube because we didn't see ourselves represented. And yeah, so it's just really cool to have breakfast with all of them. But as always with like work, breakfast, lunch, or dinners, I never eat when I'm like at a work function because it's just, you're talking. And so I just get distracted and I'm listening to everybody. And anyway, so I didn't really actually eat, but I'm wearing this really cute outfit. It is like this hoodie. So it has a hood on it. It's black and it's cropped and it's pleated, which is really cool. And it matches my black pleated pants. And then I have my favorites, my Prada loafers. I literally only wear like 3 shoes nowadays. If it's rainy and mucky or I'm just wearing sweatpants and running an errand, it's my Vessies. If I'm in a cute color blocking, bright, fun outfit, it's my lemon Converse. And if I'm being sleek or more dressy, it's the Prada loafers. Like that is my shoe closet at the moment. Anyways, I want to show you around the room. So my mom and I have our own room. I'm on the 7th floor, she's on the 8th. We have a little balcony, as you saw Ben sniffing and enjoying. We are in Brooklyn. This is the Williamsburg Hotel, which is where in 2019 the YouTuber Creator Summit happened. It's fun to be back. We got a king-size bed, though Ben still somehow made it feel like it was a single bed. He thought it would be fun to lay across it. So, thanks, Ben. There's a really big ceiling light. This place is actually really well lit. I should probably turn the lights on. Is the switch over here?
Yeah, keep going there. Down to your right. You're almost there.
Jesus.
Okay, and I go up. Yay! We got it.
There we go. And they're on dimmers too. Fancy.
Such a nice light. A lovely bed.
And then this is the bathroom, which I think is super cool. It's like this textural glass, like grid. I don't know, it's very fun. And then we've got a bathtub. I did in fact have my bath last night. I planned to show you guys this last night, but I had my bath and I promptly went to bed. So bath, sink, you know, a place to pee, very important. But what I think...
And a little Bennett's bowl.
Yeah.
It's pink.
They brought him a little pink bowl. And what I think is really fun, I really want this bag, Mom.
Sleep with the logo.
This is
Brooklyn, New York.
hilarious. I think that is too funny. Sleep with a logo. That's iconic. And they even have a little umbrella for you to use. So cute. So that's the hotel room. We're gonna be here for 2 nights before we head back to LA. So I have a few hours. I might go to the gym now, or I'm gonna go to the gym tonight. I haven't decided yet. I wanted to go last night, but I was lazy, so I didn't. So I'm gonna go either today or tonight, and then I have the event, some interviews scheduled with different media outlets, and that is the day. Molly Burke, and this is my guide dog Benix. He had a 12-hour travel day yesterday, so he's quite high energy right now. He wants to say hi to everybody in the room, but you're not supposed to. I have my service dog Benix because when I was 14 years old, I went blind due to a rare disease that I was born with. And I didn't see myself. I didn't see disabled, I mean literally I didn't see myself, but figuratively also I didn't see myself. I didn't see myself represented anywhere, and I didn't want future young Mollies to feel that way. And so I found a space on the internet, my YouTube home, where I make content about living life as a blind woman who loves all things beauty and fashion and home decor and all the things that society wouldn't expect somebody who can't see to enjoy. And I also love to play with art, and my art looks like a 5-year-old, but I think that's really fun. And so if you would like to close your eyes and paint on a shirt, come join me and make 5-year-old art. Ooh, girl, it has been yet another day, okay? So all was going like pretty decent, and then we started routing. So we're in Brooklyn, right? We started routing to the venue, and it's supposed to be a 4-minute walk from this hotel, and we're like strutting our stuff down the streets of New York.
20 minutes later.
And 20 minutes later, we're like, you know, something doesn't feel right. And turns out we were routing to Chelsea, which is not close to here. And so then we had to get an Uber, and that was still routing to Chelsea. So then he had to pull aside, and we had to like route to the correct location. But we got there. Molly continuing her breathing technique, positive self-talk to stop a panic attack from ensuing. And
Well, it didn't work for me.
it was rough, but the event went really well,
It was
which
really
is
fun,
what
yeah.
matters. And we had a lot of fun once we got there. And the thing that really helped is everybody else was struggling.
Everybody.
I was like, are we all learning how to human together? Are we all learning how to be a person again at the same time? Great. Because I feel like it's just us, but it was nice to realize everybody else is just as like
Crazed.
running around like a chicken with their heads cut off as we are. So if you're also learning to human again, welcome. You're not alone. And then we got back to the hotel at like 7:45. I've been working till now. It's 9:30, and I'm gonna go to the gym because it's good for me. Then I'm going promptly to bed because we have to get up early and hop on a plane to LA. Ben got to the dog park as well.
And he's going to go again in the morning.
Yeah, I don't like bringing him to dog parks, but to be honest, it's the only option because he had a 12-hour travel day, and he was an absolute angel, and all that mattered to me was that he was comfortable and happy yesterday, which he was. But today you could definitely tell like the lack of being able to run around yesterday or move his limbs at all has gotten to him. So he needed to run, and then we're on the plane again tomorrow. So I was like, we cannot get on a plane without letting this poor dog run. So I'm glad we did that. He's enjoyed his time in New York. I've enjoyed 50% of my time in New York. Maybe 25. 75 has been stressful, huh?
The event was great.
The event was great, and that's what matters, like I said. So,
And we're learning to be human again.
oh my God, wait. Here's the thing. So we just had to rebook our car service for the morning to the airport because we just wanted to bump it half an hour early since like
The airports are pretty crazy.
it's really chaotic right now because things are just getting fired back up. And we called and we were like, and just a reminder, we're traveling with the service dog. Again, we don't book these things. Somebody else does. So we always like to kind of confirm that they did know that we had a service dog. As far as I know, ADA law, like I don't have to let people know ahead of time. I do out of courtesy and to also like limit myself from having any possible issues, especially when it's like a travel day, but I don't have to. And so we called, and the guy was like, oh, it's a good thing you called to let us know because it isn't in the folder. Annoying, because we told the travel agent to put it in there. Whatever,
And he
it's
did
fine.
say he did. And he probably did.
He probably did, but it wasn't in there. And he's like, oh, it's a good thing you told us because our policy is that if you didn't tell us there was a service dog coming, our driver could refuse you. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's maybe your policy, but certainly not the law. So can any service dog users weigh in on this? Is that legal in New York City? Other service dog users weigh in. Have you ever heard of that? Because I'm fairly certain I don't have to call ahead to let you know, and you still can't deny me. But let me know. Please give me your opinions. Okay, I'm gonna get to the gym. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but now I can't remember, so I'm gonna go work out, not because I want to, but because it's good for me. All right, it is almost 8 a.m. We had a great second night's sleep. When I say great second night's sleep, I woke up at 2 a.m. and picked myself apart for an hour and then fell back to sleep.
Picked yourself apart?
Yes. About the stupidest things. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
I'm still trying to hydrate. I opened this bottle last night because I had such a bad headache. I did not drink water yesterday, like pretty much at all. So I'm trying to rehydrate from yesterday's mistakes. And let's head to the airport.
Here we're seeing some B-roll of the New York City streets.
At the airport, heading to LAX. Check out my new suitcase. How stinking cute. It's metal and it's rose gold and so shiny. And I love it. It's from Away, in case anybody's wondering. I did buy it myself. And we're taking Ben to the pet relief area so we can do the potty thing. You know, do the pee-pee before the plane.
Look at you guys matching, eh? Your matching outfits.
We're twinning for the flight.
Hello, Ben. Say hello to everyone.
If I look, sound, or emanate dead inside energy, it's because I feel that way. So we got to LA 2 days ago. We got here Thursday evening and today is Saturday afternoon. I think Ben is an LA boy. What do you think, Mom?
Oh yeah, he loves it.
I think he's an LA man. You know, New York was fun and games, but he's an LA man. I think he just blossoms, as do I, when we hit the sunshine, which is why it's kind of sad that it's all gray and gloomy today. Whew, we continued to have just like a chaotic trip from New York to LA. Like that whole 3 days to get there and then to get back, chaotic. Would not recommend, would not do again. So I did a bunch of media interviews, which is what the event was for. It was a press event for YouTube, and I did a bunch of media interviews. And the things that I was tearing myself apart for are literally so stupid, but only I, a fashion lover, would like be so upset with myself over these things because it's literally so insignificant and does not matter. But when you're interviewed, for the most part, you don't get given your questions ahead of time. The occasional time you do get like, here's a list of questions they might ask you. But for the most part, you're asked in the moment and you have to like answer in the moment. And so one of the questions was, what 3 things from your closet could you never live without? Like, what are your 3 fashion staples? And I said Vessies, fully stand behind it. I said my pleated outfit that I was wearing, fully stand behind it. I said my Prada loafers, I do stand behind it, but I feel like with that 3rd slot, I could have done so much more with it, you know? Like, I feel like I needed 5. So I'm just gonna share my other 2 with you guys so I can get it off my chest. And I feel like I've made my peace, okay? So the pleated outfit, the Vessi sneakers, the Prada loafers, a pair of Lululemon Aligns. Those are my fave Lulus. And the Hot Shot one piece from Free People, okay? Those are my 5. I've made my peace. Now you all know. And then the other question that tripped me up was like, what do you look for when it comes to fashion? And I definitely said quality because you guys know I'm a stickler for quality. And I said, I can't remember now, but here I'm gonna tell you guys so you guys know really what I look for. Quality, comfort, versatility, longevity. Like it's a piece that I could wear now, but it's also a piece I could wear in 10 years or 20 years. I feel like those are some of the core things I look for. Yeah, that's really it. There's nothing else really to share. We're back in LA, pleased to be here. I am feeling exhausted, and I think I'm realizing a lot of it is like seasonal affective disorder. It's something I struggled with pretty much my whole life growing up in Toronto, but I haven't had to deal with it living full-time in Los Angeles until now that I'm going back and forth. And it's just kind of affecting my mood a little bit and my anxiety levels again and my energy levels. I'm working on that, and my heart goes out to everybody else who struggles with this. I feel like because I was blessed with sunshine in my life 24/7 for 3 years, I like forgot how bad it is to struggle with seasonal affective disorder. So to anybody else who's struggling with that, I feel you, girl. My heart goes out to you, sending you all the good vibes that I have in me to give right now. And here's to sunnier days and better moods and energy levels ahead. I've also been on this fun like yo-yo where I'm too anxious to drink caffeine, but I'm too tired to function without it. And I think that's also probably a huge part of my energy being really down and me being like kind of spacey in this clip, is because I haven't had coffee for like, or caffeine of any kind for 2 days, which for me is a lot. I drink caffeine every day. So yeah. And don't worry, my energy levels have nothing to do with COVID. Thank goodness. I frequently get tested for COVID. I have to for travel, and I have to for a lot of the events that I do, which I am all for. I am all for it. I'm like the person who's like, give me my 4th jab. Like, I'm here for it. I mean, I really don't have much else to say. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just like, meh. But hey, I'm nothing if not honest with you guys about where I'm at in my life. I never try to sugarcoat things. I never try to fabricate my mood or my energy to make more alluring content. This is just where I'm at right now. This is how I'm feeling, and this is the mood I'm serving you, and I'm sorry if it's not what you wanted to click on here for. But that's where I'm at in life, and I hope that if that's where you're at in life, maybe seeing me being there too makes you feel a little less alone in this feeling. So that's all I have to say. I am so glad that chaotic trip is over with, and the demand for travel with work is here again. Like, that's just the reality. A lot of events are no longer offering virtual opportunities. I have to be there in person if I want to do my job, and I'm excited to travel again, but also now that I'm traveling again, I'm like, oh my god, maybe I'm not cut out for this anymore. I feel like my brain literally got lazy for 2 years sitting at home, and I don't know how to function as a human in real life anymore, and like travel. I'm like, wow, was this always this exhausting? And I'm like, yes, it was. That's why you were literally tired 24/7. But, you know, it's hard because I love travel, but this trip was so difficult that I'm like, oh god, I don't really want to do this anymore. But I know that it's just like where I'm at right now, and it's an adjustment period, and life is looking so different than it did even just 6 months ago, and gotta roll with the flow and go with the punches, and, you know, that's life. I'm so blessed to do what I love every day. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities that I'm given. And so even in the moments when it's chaotic and I'm like, oh my god, why am I doing this? I just think about how freaking lucky I am. And at the New York event, I literally said to somebody, I was like, they came up to me and they're like, I'm such a huge follower of yours. I love your content so much. And I was like just hearing that again from people in person was so meaningful. And not that it's not meaningful when I read it, but just to like meet you guys, like to have you physically in front of me, a real person, and to hear those things, I'm just like, is this really my life? Like, did this really happen to me? I'm so grateful. So even though I'm tired right now and I've been struggling a bit with my mood and stuff, at the end of the day, I know that like there's nothing I'd rather be doing, and I'm blessed to have the problems I do. I do know that. So thank you guys for coming with Ben to his first time in New York City. And I hope this in some way was interesting. Okay, I'll see you next time. You can click over here to check out this video, or over here to check out this tour of a chocolate factory. It was so delicious and so fun, so check that out.